Hello, in this video we're going to be talking about how to submit files electronically from your iPad to an assignment Dropbox inside Moodle. Now the importance of this is the iPad browser only allows you to upload either pictures or video files. It does not allow you to upload PDF documents, Word documents, or any other type of file through the browser to Moodle. So we have to show you how to submit files via the email that's built into both the Porter and Chester and YTI student population as well as through the iPad. So the first thing we have to do is we're starting, if you look at the screen here, we're starting with a plain Moodle screen. So you're logged into the system. Over here on the left-hand side, you have a link for My Profiles. You're going to click on My Profile and you're going to then click on My Private Files. Once that screen loads, you'll look down at the bottom of the screen and right above it you will see a Send Files to an address. And I'm going to highlight that address by holding my finger on it, and it's relatively long so don't try to copy this down. I'm going to hold my finger on it and I'm going to say Add to Contacts. Now that address is actually the email address that you're going to send any file to that you want to submit to the LMS. So what we're going to do is we're going to add to the contacts. We should only have to do this once, but you're going to then add to the contact. Okay, we're going to create a new contact and we're just going to give it a name. I'm just going to say PCI LMS for Learning Management System, and under Company I'll put PCI LMS again. Okay, when you're all set with that, click Done. Now that address is actually, it might ask you to sign into the iCloud. Okay, I'm not going to do that for the moment. We'll get back to that at another point. So we've now added that to your contacts. Okay, so that's step one. Again, sign into Moodle, go into the My Private Files under My Profile, highlight and copy this long email address under here and add it to your contact list. Now, since we have that in our profile, the next thing we want to do is we're going to go into a course. I'm just going to pick any course here. I'm going to go into I'll pick on one of our HVAC courses, and I'm just going to go into the course and I'm going to find an assignment. Okay, so we're going to go into the course. And if you need to go into a different course, you're going to pick one of your own courses. Okay, I'm going to find a homework assignment or a lab. There's a lab. I'm going to click on the lab. Okay, now the assignment you'll see has a new format. Okay, it's saying you have to do this lab, or you might have a worksheet or something, and right there is the form. Okay, if you look here, you'll see that there's a form. It's the HVAC 1214 Lab 1A. Okay, that is the actual form that you're going to want to download. So on your iPad, you're going to click on that link. It's going to open it, and we're going to want to open it in PDF Expert if you're prompted, because we want to do all of our forms that are PDFs in PDF Expert. So you'll put your name in there. You'll put a date. Okay, and then you'll come out and you'll fill in whatever you need to fill in here. For example, in this case, it's some voltage readings. And I'm just putting it in. I'm just putting numbers in here, so this is not valid, folks. Okay, and then when you're all done, and when you've done everything that the lab says or the worksheet says, what you're going to do is you're going to use this little button on the top left hand corner here that sort of looks like a box with an arrow out of it, and you're going to want to click on that and send by email. We always send the flattened copy. Okay, again, it's going to ask me to sign in. I'm going to pause this video while I do that. Okay, I've signed in. Now I'm going to select this is really important. You have to select the email address if you have more than one email address. You have to select the email address that's actually assigned to you in the system, in the Moodle system. Okay, if that email address is not in the list, it's not going to work right. So again, from your drop-down list, from your from address, make sure you select the email that's connected with you inside Moodle. So in my case, I would have clicked the cmolnar@porterchester.com. Your subject can stay the same, and the file is there. Now here's the important part. You're going to enter in here PCI LMS. Okay, you see how it's going to pull that up in the to line? So as soon as you start entering whatever you saved that contact as, it's going to actually put that in there in the to line. And all you want to do is then click send. Now, in real life, you got to give this up to about 5 to 10 minutes to actually send to the system. The system runs a job every 5 minutes that does these imports. So you have to give it a little bit of time to send to the system. One of the things you can do is click over to your email. Okay, and if you do a send and receive, okay, and again it's going to ask you for your password. If you do a send and receive, it will actually send that message faster. So occasionally if something's not getting through, check that as well. So as soon as we see it finish sending down here on the left hand side, okay, because right now it's sending, it's switched to update. Okay, so all of a sudden we know that everything's sent. So I'm going to switch back to my Moodle window. Okay, I have a lot of windows open. I'm going to click back and get back into the course I was in. Now, I'm obviously going to pause this video for a few minutes so that we can actually make sure the file is over. And then I'll restart it. Again, this normally can take up to 5 minutes. So I'm going to put everything on pause and we'll restart here as soon as the file shows up. Okay, so it's been about 3 to 4 minutes. So what we're going to do is from the assignment page, which may look a little bit different to you, you're going to click the Add a Submission button. Okay, once you've clicked Add a Submission, you will notice that file submissions as well as online text come up, but we're worried about the file submission. Want you to click on the little icon with the plus sign, and you'll see your upload, your file chooser comes up. We're not going to do any upload. We're going to click on Private Files. Okay, and then you will see your lab there that you filled out and sent in. Don't do the ATT attachment file. Just pick on any private file. Okay, and then you're going to basically click on it like I did there. And again, I'll show you. You're going to click on it, and you're going to click Select this file. Once you select the file, it is in the Submission button box here. You'll see it right there. Okay, if you selected the wrong one, don't worry about it. Just click on it and you can click the delete. Okay, if you want to make a change to it, you can select a new file and click Update. But we have the correct file there. Now your submission is not done. If you want to add text to it, if you want to explain something in it, you can add text in the text box. But you have to come down here and click Save Changes. Okay, and then you have to come in here, back down here after you save changes, and you have to click Submit Assignment. If you do not click Submit Assignment, it will not end up in the gradebook. You have to accept the submission statement if it's given. Basically, you're saying the work is your own, and then you're going to click Continue. At any point here, you have the option to go back and change your submission and correct it. So once we click Continue, the assignment is submitted for grading. Your instructor will have access to it. Okay? And basically under Submission Settings, you'll see Submitted for Gradings, Not Graded, when it's due, and your file submission is right there. Until it's due, you have the option to edit your submissions. So again, if we take a look at the steps we just did, from our home screen, the first thing we did when we first logged into Moodle is we went into the My Profile, we went into Private Files, you found this long email address down here at the bottom, okay, and you copied that out to your contacts. You added it to contacts. Once you've added that to contacts, you download it just as you normally would do into PDF Expert, did your forms, and then from PDF Expert, okay, I'll pull that up real quick here. From PDF Expert, you had your document open. We used the send by email. You sent a flattened copy. Make sure you select the right type. And you sent it from your from address that's in Moodle. So that's going to be your Porter and Chester address. For students, that's going to be a porterchester.edu. For instructors, that's probably going to be your porterchester.com. For students at YTI, it's going to be a yti.edu address. Instructors the same. Okay. Your to address will be the PCI LMS that you saved into your contacts, and then you just click send. And again, on occasion, if you feel the need to, or for some reason it isn't getting over there properly, go into your email. Okay, go into your email program. Okay, click send and receive, which is basically just pull down, and you can do that. One of the other things that you'll see is that you'll also receive an assignment back. You'll receive an email back that says you submitted the assignment. That's somewhat important to save because it's your proof that you submitted something. So we go back to our LMS, which is the Moodle, and now you'll see that you have two files here in the middle, okay, under your My Private Files. You know, the files will continue to add up over time, and this can get really long. So what you can do is you can come in and you can click on that file and just click on it, single click, and delete. So once you've submitted stuff and you don't want it in your private files anymore because it gets too cumbersome, just come in here and click delete and it will clean up your private files. If after you do that, make sure you click save changes. The file isn't actually deleted until you click save changes. Now there's a couple things to be aware of here. First of all, instructors, you can actually use the same email functionality from your iPads to add stuff to your courses. Okay, the email functionality works from PDF Export or from any other application that allows you to send email. You can use the same functionality from your laptops and PCs, from your cell phones as well. The key is every student and every instructor has their own address here. So it's very important you send it to your own. If you get a message back that says that it was not accepted because it's a wrong address, don't worry about it. Just double check and make sure you're sending from the correct address. Again, there's about a 5-minute lag. Every 5 minutes there's a job that runs that does this import. So if there's any questions on any of this whatsoever, you can come back and you can ask the question through Bugzilla, and there's a link for Bugzilla on the bottom of every page. Report errors or suggestions. It takes you to our Bugzilla system. And we hope that you found this video helpful. Thank you very much.